I'm Steve, and welcome back to Movie Chat. I've just watched Matrix Resurrection, and I thought I'd share my views with you. Not that my views count for anything anyway, so still go and watch the film. To me, the new film's a 2.5 hour love story about finding the person you believe is your soulmate. In the third film, we see Trinity die, you see Neo die, you see his body taken away by the machines to be plugged back into the Matrix. In the new trailer, they're both alive and we're left wondering how this is possible. In Resurrection, it answers the question for you in a roundabout way. But I'll go into more detail about that later on. But first, here's the YouTuber play. By now you know how this goes, you've heard it all before. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're getting good view numbers and we're also trying to grow the channel as well as a community. If you don't know what the subscribe button looks like, here you go. It looks like this. Okay, so if you press this button, you get to keep up to date with all our content and all our live shows. Now that's out the way, sit back and enjoy. So, in my opinion, this movie is going to be very decisive. It's another case of Shang-Chi. You're either going to love it or you absolutely hate it. Now, I hate Shang-Chi with a passion. However, little Steve loves it. This movie does have a lot of references back to the previous trilogy. But don't worry, you don't have to go back and watch it. As long as you can remember the basics. Most of the important scenes are shown or supported by flashbacks, and that includes the iconic dodging of the bullets by Neo in the first film. Like I said when I saw the trailer when we were talking about it on the live a couple of months ago, it does look like to be a lot of throwbacks and nostalgia pandering, and I was not let down in the film. There is tons of it. The timing of the film doesn't help it either. It does feel like that first hour drags out a little bit, and then the last 40 minutes could probably shorten down quite a bit. We do get told that the current story is 60 years on from the end of the third film, and this explains why we have to have a new Morpheus. There is a cool moment in the film where it's explained why the new Matrix is set up and how it's set up based on Neo and Trinity's chemistry. I did like that idea, if I'm completely honest. That was quite cool. Like in the first film, we're introduced a whole new crew and a whole new ship, but unlike the first film, there's no time for character building, as we're focusing on Neo and Trinity's love quite a bit throughout the film. I almost fell asleep at the part where they introduced the adult Sati. When she comes in, she's the young girl from the third film that Neo rescues on the train. However, she's not the only returning character from the trilogy, apart from Neo and Trinity. I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it. However, it would have been fun for me to try and work out who was who. But as I said before, the film's supported by a lot of flashbacks and it took the fun away from me. Overall, I'd say The Matrix Resurrections has better CGI and action scenes, and there's even some funny points in there, but it does lack the cohesive story around the Matrix and the groundbreaking visuals for me that was there for the first film. Considering it's 18 years, maybe 20 years on, just wasn't there for me on this one. So there we have it, ladies and gents. There's my views on the latest film. If I was to rank the 4 movies, I'd probably say Matrix, then Matrix Reloaded, then Revolution, and then Resurrection. So yeah, I would stick in the order that they've been released in. It's a good continuity film with lots of flashbacks to the trilogy. However, I think it's struggling to find out if it's meant to be a continuing film or a reboot. Like I said, the first hour was really slow. The CGI is on point. However, that last battle could have been 30 minutes shorter. Considering it's about 40 minutes anyway, that's a lot of time to cut out of it. Overall, I'm going to stick a rating of 4.5 out of 10. That might change over time, and it might change if I watch all 4 together, but I doubt it very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be interested to read your comments once you've watched the movie and see if you agree with me. I'm Steve, you've been watching Movie Chats, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.